everybody, welcome to my daily vlog channel. As you can see in front of me, you can see one of the bands of clouds, one of the storms from the remnants of the hurricane, which is north of us. It bypassed us. We didn't get as much of it as we thought, but last night was very windy. We got a lot of rain. Had a lot of wind this morning and some more showers, but that right there is the band that was over us for a little period of time today. So it's sunny again right now. Yeah, later there's another band, a huge band that's actually in South Florida. I'm not sure if it's going to make its way north. So everybody, there's basically storm warnings up past 5 o'clock this evening. So we still have hours to go. And the thing is, if you take proper precautions, there's really nothing to be afraid of anyways. I mean, especially, it wasn't really a direct hit on our part. The panhandle got hit. And the only thing we have to worry about is, flooding and some of the, tornado watches and all that kind of stuff. So, other than that, I mean, I know some of you guys that are watching this are probably like, tornadoes, that's enough to freak me out. Well, I mean, we're kind of used to having all those warnings here. So, I'm just out running a couple errands. I didn't expect it to be actually sunny out right now, but we were kind of lucky when the storm pushed its way north further than we thought, because it was supposed to come out and almost go through, a little bit north of Jacksonville, and we were going to be on the very bottom of the central part of the storm, but it kept going north before it turned even further. So I think it's probably gonna head out towards up towards Savannah, that kind of thing. So so I think we had enough rain to kind of water everything, so that's good. But I started getting a feeling around 2 o'clock in the morning last night, really right before I went to bed. Alright everybody, well today I've just mostly, ran some errands, cleaned up around the house a little bit. We had church this evening, and really we were just trying to enjoy the rain. The storm, the remnants of the storm were still over us, and it's pretty much far away now, but all the remnants of it. The long band is still over us, even right now. Heard thunder a little while ago. So there's still rain. So earlier today, went out, ran the errands, did that kind of stuff. Came home. I watched, what did we watch earlier? We watched The Quiz Show today. Robert Redford's film about the 1950s 21 game show controversy over basically fixing the show, and choosing their winners and keeping their winners the winners for, some time. Great film. So this evening, when we got home from church, we had dinner, and I was not really in the greatest of moods today. It was one of those kind of days, down kind of day, and I think the weather had something to do with it. But wanted to watch something joyful, I guess you could say. So we watched Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory tonight, and been a favorite of mine since I was a kid. And Gene Wilder is just amazing in the film. There's so much about the film, and I told my wife when we were watching, I was like, I could write 1,000 words in 5 seconds about his performance and what it means to me. I could do a 20-minute video about what his performance in that film means to me. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. I might talk about it one day, but Yes, we watched it. It looks amazing on Blu-ray as well. And I went ahead and picked out the next few movies that we're going to be watching over the weekend. One being Hugo, Martin Scorsese's movie. We both love that film as well. A nice love letter to the history of cinema. And then one that I've never seen, that we've owned for a while. I've never seen it. My wife's seen it and she loves it. I've always wanted to see it. And we're talking about Fred and Ginger's Top Hat. Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers. Always wanted to see this. Always wanted to see it. And I was reminded about it again last night or was it last night? Last night when I finished The Green Mile finally, after starting it, a couple days ago. That I finished the second half last night for I think it's the 10th time I've probably seen the movie since it came out. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be watching over the next few days. And I've been really thinking really hard about my silent movie marathon, and I really want to go all out this year with it. I just found out that one of my favorite silent movies ever, first of all, my favorite silent film director is Fritz Lang, and a lot of people know as Fritz Lang by Metropolis or even M. And for a while, that's all I ever knew of Fritz Lang, until I started diving into even more of his silent stuff. And I'm talking this film right here is one of the best fantasy adventure movies I have ever seen. And it is, let me get over here with the light, Die Nibelungen. And it is a phenomenal epic. It's about 5 hours, I believe it's 5 hours long. It's actually 2 films, but it's kind of like Lord of the Rings, how there's 3 films, but it's one story. That's how this one is too. 2 films, all filmed at the same time, really a continuing story. And it's phenomenal. I highly recommend it. The imagery in this film is brilliant. And another one that I love that he did is Dr. Mabusa the Gambler. This film is amazing. I just found out this is getting a Blu-ray release. I've been waiting for a Blu-ray release for this film. Basically, this man is a criminal mastermind, and he is able to disguise himself as a million different people, anybody. And the movie starts out with this grand manipulation of a stock market, and how he just goes in and out of people's lives. You don't even realize it's him. You just see a series of images and some narrative and stuff like that. You just see probably about 15 minutes of stuff and different characters and all that kind of thing. And people rigging a stock market situation and stealing documents regarding it, and it all turns out it's him. It's all him in his disguises. And it's so amazing. And this film is also another epic length film. Pretty sure it's 270 minutes. So it's I think it's 5.5 hours or so. Isn't that how much it is? But anyways, they're releasing this one on Blu-ray, and I cannot wait, because this is other than, I don't know, sometimes I think this is my favorite Fritz Lang film. I really love this, and when I get it on Blu-ray and watch it again, it comes out on Blu-ray September something, a few days before my birthday. I know that for a fact, and I cannot wait to get it. I'm still going to keep this Kino version, because it's actually kind of almost has the same cover as well, but that is what I've been really excited. I've been pre-planning my silent movie marathon for my birthday, with some birthday money. I'm getting birthday money from few different sources, and I've been saving some money different ways to get stuff for my birthday as well. And one of the things I'm wanting to get so bad is the complete Buster Keaton Kino set, which is $150, $160, and I know I'm going to be able to get it because of we have this birthday we have this like birthday thing at work where we put in money all year, and it's like a birthday club. And then when your birthday comes, everybody puts money in for your birthday. And the amount of people that are in there is like $200. So I'm thinking I'm getting like $200 out of it. Yes, I put in that money over the course of the year, but still, that's a savings program. So I plan on getting that, even though I already have a few Buster Keaton films, including The General on Blu-ray. I love Buster Keaton. I've always been huge into Charlie Chaplin. Have pretty much all of his Criterions. That's on Criterion. And some of his silent short sets I have on DVD. And I've always been big into Chaplin. I've always been big into Buster Keaton too. But I've waited to see some of his other films. I've seen like, the main ones like The General and Sherlock Jr. and some other ones. I've seen probably about 5 or 6 of his films. But some of them I haven't seen in a while because they're not on Blu-ray, or I don't have them on Blu-ray yet. So I'm wanting to get this set so I get all those, including a lot of his shorts, on Blu-ray. And I'm really excited because I think I'm going to get it. I think I'm going to be able to get it. Because that's going to be a huge thing I'm doing for my silent movie marathon. So I just love silent films. I mean, not only, The General is amazing, but then you have brilliant ones like this with, Douglas Fairbanks, The Thief of Baghdad. And he's such a charismatic actor with a screen presence that's just brilliant. You cheer for him, you root for him. And basically this is just Aladdin. Aladdin basically is from the same stories that this was based on. And it's just, The Thief of Baghdad is phenomenal. Not a lot of people give silent movies any, other than, film, like, big cinephiles, stuff like that. Not a lot of people, like younger people, millennials, I guess you could say, are really into silent film. They see, I've run into some, like, recently that are like, oh, if a movie was made before 2000, it's old. If a movie's black and white, I can't watch it. I'm like, I can't even fathom that. To me, a movie made in 2000 is still new. Me, like, black and white movies, most of my favorite movies are black and white. Black and white movies are phenomenal. I don't even consider it a class of films like color and black and white. To me, there is no difference. It's just film. Some were made in color, some weren't. And to me, black and white films have so much character in them. Casablanca is a completely different film when it's colorized. I hate colorization with films. I'm completely against it. Movies like The Maltese Falcon. Can you imagine that film in color? Those, shades of black and white and gray, that is what makes the cinematography in those films. And so there's just some movies that just are not made for color. They're not made for color. Those directors knew they could only work with black and white, so they took advantage of it to the fullest, and they ran with it. So, I guess that makes up for not really having a bunch of stuff in my vlog today. But I've been really wanting to have some of these movie discussions because I've been thinking a lot about my marathon coming up and just kind of venting about my love of movies in a good way, because that is my passion. That's one of my passions, is film. So on some of these days when I've had storm days like today and yesterday, work days, it's nice just to be able to talk about something I love. And if you are watching this and you're not really into silent film, hopefully maybe one day you'll pop one in after hearing me talk about it. I know people in my personal life that have gotten into silent films because they've heard me talk about it. And I don't know, sometimes I'm like, maybe they just watched it just because of me getting on their case about it. Maybe that was the case, but I know people that never saw the silent film before. I recommended them one in my personal life, not somebody like on YouTube or anything like that. In my personal life, and they ended up loving silent films, and they still do to this day. So, anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna go head upstairs now and do some reading before I go to bed. Take care. I am safe. The storm has passed. Thank you guys so much for everybody who sent me messages asking about how we were doing. The Chataway family, we're fine. We did fine. And picked up some tree branches here and there. But other than that, we're good. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave your comments down below. Tomorrow's vlog, I plan on doing kind of a catching up on answering questions that people have asked me. There's a few people that have asked me questions I forgot. I have them written down, so I'm going to answer them in tomorrow's video. So if you have anything to ask, by the time I get those questions done, I'll be getting off of work. So this video would have been up for a few hours already. So go ahead, by the time you see this video, go ahead and put your question down below. And I would say have them in by 11 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So today that you see this video. Have them in by 11 p.m. So definitely do that and I'll answer them. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.